So during regular play, I'll read you a trivia question, and then I will always repeat it for you at least once. I will try to be articulate, and so that you can hear. Obviously, you're not going to be able to read these questions, but that's how it works in our regular trivia shows anyway. So just listen closely. I'll repeat it for you, and then you'll have about 30 seconds to make your best guess, and that's when you're going to type in the chat box, send it privately to me, and all you need to do is put your answer and a point wager. Since your name is going to be on the chat, I'll know who you are. You do need to put a point wager with your answer that you turn in. So here's how the wagering works. In each round, the wagers are 6, 3, and 1. And you can use those in whatever order you want, but they each need to be used once. And once you use it, you can't use it again. So once and only once. So I'll give you, at the beginning of the round, I'll give you all 3 categories so that you have kind of a decent idea of how confident you are in each of those categories. And say the first question's a real doozy and you just want to use your 1, that's cool, but you can't use your 1 again. You'll have to use your 3 or your 6. It's pretty simple stuff. And once again, you can't go backwards. So it's either going to be you get what you wager or you get a 0. All right, so that's pretty much it. Whoever wins today is going to play in the finals on Saturday. And Jackie just clued me into what the prizes are. And I'm kind of salty that I'm not included in this prize possibility because it's pretty sweet. It's the trivia champion will win the Healthier at Home Care Package sponsored by Kroger Health, which includes a $100 gift card to Kroger, a package of toilet paper, and a bottle of Weller Reserve, which is very nice bourbon. So that's a pretty good care package if you ask me. Of course, no cheating. This is the honor system. I can't stop you from cheating because, hey, the internet, right? But don't do it. All right, and that's pretty much it. I think it's pretty simple. If you have any questions, of course, you're welcome to type them in the chat bar. There's also a little hand raise function, but I'm not sure if I will be able to see that since I'm not technically designated as the host. So if you have a question for me, just write it in the chat box, same place as you're typing in answers. All right, and with all that said, let's go ahead and get it started. If you guys are ready, can I get a few thumbs up just to make sure everybody's on the same page? All right, cool. Let's start it off here. Round 1 categories are art, animals, and landmarks. And if you want to jot down the categories, you're welcome to. You probably don't need to write down much of anything else. You don't need to write down these questions unless you want to, but feel free to take notes. If you have a pen and paper, it might be helpful, especially when we get to the final round. For now, we got art, animals, and landmarks. So here's question number 1 in art. Of the 4 artists from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which 2 are famous for sculptures of David? So you do have to get both of them right in order to get the points here. Of the 4 artists from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which 2 are famous for sculptures of David? You got about 30 seconds. Good luck. All right, that marks 30 seconds. It goes quick. Don't forget, when you turn in your answers, you do need to put a wager on each answer that you turn in. So, well, 1, 3, or a 6, depending on your level of confidence there. And this is not the easiest one to start off on because you got to get both of them right. All right, so question number 1 was, of the 4 artists from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which 2 are famous for sculptures of David? Those are Michelangelo and Donatello was the second. And only a few people got that one. So we're off to a subpar start, which actually just means if you got it, really nice job. That was a tough one to start. All right, moving on. Don't feel bad if you didn't get it. We got plenty of play left. All right, here's question number 2 in animals. Also the first animal in the dictionary, what mammal native to Africa is the only living member of its taxonomic order? Once more. Also, the first animal in the dictionary, what mammal native to Africa is the only living member of its taxonomic order? 30 seconds. Question number 2, also the first animal in the dictionary, what mammal native to Africa is the only living member of its taxonomic order? That's the aardvark. Starts with the 2 A's. And we had more people getting that one right. Nice job. All right, so question number 3 in landmarks. What U.S. president is wearing glasses in his depiction on Mount Rushmore? What U.S. president is wearing glasses in his depiction on Mount Rushmore? Question number 3. What U.S. president is wearing glasses in his depiction on Mount Rushmore? That is Teddy Roosevelt. And I think everyone probably got that. I'm still tallying a couple in, but I see a bunch of Roosevelts up on the screen. So nice job. In trivia land, we call that a social. So if you have a drink in your hand, you're required to take a drink. we're usually well into the evening playing trivia, so there may be more beers abounding then, but I see a couple in there. All right, that brings us to the first bonus question. Like I said, there's 2 bonus questions, and they both work the same way. The answer is always going to be a number to these bonus questions, and you just need to get as close as you can to that number, and the 50% of teams that are closest to it will earn 1 bonus point. So no need to wager on these bonus questions. It's either worth a 1 or a 0. So just type in your best answer and I'll do the rest. All right, this one is about Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore had how many visitors in 2016? All year. Mount Rushmore had how many visitors in 2016? All right, so the first bonus question was Mount Rushmore had how many visitors in 2016? Correct answer was 2,311,273 exactly, apparently. So the closest guess was a very good one of 2.3 million. That was pretty much on the nose. Well done, Lucy. Also earning a point, we had Kelly, Greg, Brooke, and Kathy all got points on this one. Well done. All right, moving into the second round. Categories in the second round are geography, internet, and alcohol is the last. Geography, internet, and alcohol. All right, question number 4. What state forms the entire land border of Michigan's Upper Peninsula? What state forms the entire land border of Michigan's Upper Peninsula? All right, everybody is in. Question 4. What state forms the entire land border of Michigan's Upper Peninsula? Most people said it. Wisconsin is the correct answer. Wisconsin. All right, moving right along. Question number 5 in internet, the wide, wide world of the internet. Featured on t-shirts, mugs, calendars, and more, the internet celebrity animal named tartar sauce is better known by what name thanks to her facial expression caused by her underbites? It's a long one. Once more. Featured on t-shirts, mugs, calendars, and more, the internet celebrity animal named tartar sauce is better known by what name thanks to her facial expression caused by her underbites? All right, question 5. Featured on t-shirts, mugs, calendars, and more, the internet celebrity animal named tartar sauce is better known by what name thanks to her facial expression caused by her underbite? It's called Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat. And if you didn't know that or if you forgot about it, just one look at this cat and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Pretty funny stuff. All righty. Question number 6 in the category of alcohol. What cocktail takes its name from the Spanish words for strained pineapple? What cocktail takes its name from the Spanish words for strained cocktail?
I thought you said strained pineapple.
Oh yeah, thanks for saying it. Strained pineapple, that's right. I just repeated the word cocktail on accident. So once more, what cocktail takes its name from the Spanish words for strained pineapple? Sorry about that. All right, that's about 30 seconds on this one. Anybody else have a guess? Couple coming in still. Okay. What cocktail takes its name from the Spanish words for strained pineapple? That cocktail is a pina colada. Somebody had to play it. Thanks, Jackie. All right, on to our second bonus here. This one is related to the alcohol question. Mexico exported how many million liters of tequila to the U.S. in 2019? Mexico exported how many million liters of tequila to the U.S. in 2019? Remember, you don't have to wager on this one. Just give it your best shot. Good luck. All right, that's about 30 seconds. Last call if you have a guess. I'll finish and getting him in here. More bourbon questions. I agree. Yeah, I was just drinking, speaking of bourbon, that Weller that's in this healthier at home care package. That is good stuff. I was just sipping on some of that. So I don't think Weller makes a bad one. If you're into bourbon, you're in for a treat. It's a reason to give this your best. Plus the toilet paper. All right. So I think everybody is in. Greg just asked, what are the overall scores? I'll give those to you at the end, Greg, because we'll run over those before the final round. You'll need to know them before we get to the final. So after this next round, I'll run over the scores when everything's caught up. So that's all right with you? All right, cool. So for this one, Mexico exported how many million liters of tequila to the U.S. in 2019? 204.4 is the correct answer. And so on this one, we had some good guesses. Kathy was actually the closest. And we also had earning a point here, Paul, Lucy, and Hanst. Sorry. All right, so going into the third round here, we've got the categories of music, people, and fashion. Music, people, and fashion. And Paul just said, please let everyone know that my team includes Alex. We see him there. Hi, Alex. All right. Question 7, in music, this starts with a list. James Brown, Papa Roach, Sarah Bareilles, and John Mayer all have songs with what one-word title? James Brown, Papa Roach, Sarah Bareilles, and John Mayer all have songs with what one-word title? Good luck. All right, that's 30 seconds. It goes quick, especially when the questions are hard, doesn't it? So, all right, people are throwing in last-minute answers here so far. We've only got one correct answer. It's a toughie. All right, looks like everybody threw one out there. Sometimes you just got to give it your best. James Brown, Papa Roach, Sarah Bareilles, and John Mayer all have songs with what one-word title? That one word is gravity. Gravity. And Greg, well done. The only team to get anything. So he just moved up a big 6 points right there. See, he was asking about the scores, about the standings on that last one. Now he just rocketed to the top on that. All right. And people, question number 8. Everybody still doing all right? It's kind of weird. I'm basically talking to myself since you're all muted, so I want to make sure that everybody is hanging in there. Okay, you're doing all right as far as turning stuff in, so everything's going well on my end. All right, so question number 8 in people. Inspiring the future designation as National Inventors Day in the U.S., who was born on February 11th, 1847? Inspiring the future designation as National Inventors Day in the U.S., who was born on February 11th of 1847? Yep, everybody is in. Inspiring the future designation as, oh, there it is, last one. Sorry, Tova, didn't mean to forget about you. Inspiring the future designation as National Inventors Day in the U.S., who was born on February 11th, 1847? That was Thomas Edison. And quite a few people did get that. Well done. All right, question number 9. This will be the last question of regular play. It's in fashion. Here it is. In 1997, Dutch model Karen Mulder became the first of what specific type of heavenly model/brand ambassador? And heavenly is in quotes. So this one's a little bit oddly worded. Let me read it again for you. In 1997, Dutch model Karen Mulder became the first of what specific type of, quote, heavenly model brand ambassador? Good luck. All right, in 1997, Dutch model Karen Mulder became the first of what specific type of heavenly model / brand ambassador? That is Victoria's Secret Angel. If you just said Victoria's Secret, I'm giving it to you. But yeah, the actual title is an angel, Victoria's Secret Angel. So nice job if you got that one. And that's the end of regular play. Okay, so on this final, we'll get right to it. This is how it works. On this one, it'll be multi-tiered answering. So that, well, there's going to be more than one bit to this. So you're going to have the ability to wager, but it's a little bit different. On this one, you can wager between 0 and 10 points and anything in between. But this is the one where you can actually go backwards. So you have to get this answer 100% right in order to gain the points. Otherwise, you will lose however many points you wagered. And yeah, you got to get it all. So it's a toughie, but you'll have a little bit more time on this one since it's a little bit more involved. Still try to get your answers in as quick as you can. We're going to try and wrap it up here shortly. So this is maybe the part where you want to jot something down. So if you have pen and paper, or just listen real closely and give it your best. Use that old memory thing, right? Okay, so this is a company's question. And the question is, name the Fortune 500 companies whose corporate headquarters are located at the following addresses. There's going to be 4 of them. And the first one is 1 Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California. Well, once again, the question is, name the Fortune 500 companies whose corporate headquarters are located at these addresses. Number 1 is 1 Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California. Number 2 is 1 American Road, Dearborn, Michigan. 1 American Road, Dearborn, Michigan. Well, number 3 is 1 Bowerman Drive, Beaverton, Oregon. 1 Bowerman Drive, Beaverton, Oregon. Hope that's enough time to write. And number 4, the last one is 702 Southwest 8th Street, Bentonville, Arkansas. 702 Southwest 8th Street, Bentonville, Arkansas. I'll run those down once more since it's a lot of writing, but go ahead and start. I'll start the timer and you can start sending them in. Got about a minute. So they were 1 Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California. Number 2 was 1 American Road, Dearborn, Michigan. Number 3, 1 Bowerman Drive, Beaverton, Oregon. And number 4, 702 Southwest 8th Street, Bentonville, Arkansas. Give it your best shot. All right, and don't forget, yeah, you need to wager anywhere between 0 and 10 points on this one, so I know what to put in for you. Oh, man, that's my fault. Jackie asked at the very beginning of this, and I totally forgot to give you your standings. So if you're wondering how much to wager, well, that's my fault, because you're going to want to bet based on how many people around you have. So I'm sorry, I was originally supposed to give you your standings. So if you've already wagered and you want to change your wager based on what I'm about to say, go ahead. Sorry about that. All right, so currently in 9th place with 7 points, Tova. She has a distraction wiggling in her arms, I see. We'll blame the little one. In 8th with 18 points, Pam. In 7th with 19, Greg. In 6th with 21, Lucy. In a 2-way tie for 4th with 23, Kelly and Hans. In 3rd place with 25, Kathy. In 2nd with 26, Paul. And in 1st with 27, Brooke has a 1-point lead. So go ahead and keep coming in with the answers. If you want to change your wager, go right ahead. I'm going to tally them in. I'll be right back with you. Here we go. Everybody is in. Name the Fortune 500 companies whose corporate headquarters are located at the following address. Number 1, 1 Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California, is Apple. And a lot of people said Google, and just like that, you lost it all. But a few teams did say Apple, so let's continue. Number 2, 1 American Road, Dearborn, Michigan. That's Ford. Ford Motor Company. Number 3, 1 Bowerman Drive, Beaverton, Oregon. That's the headquarters of Nike. And lastly, in Bentonville, Arkansas, is Walmart. And it looks like the only teams that got that were Hans and Pam. But at the end of all of that, almost everybody lost points. So you're in good company, everyone. In 9th with 7th place, Tova. In 8th with 9, Greg. In 7th with 11, Lucy. In 6th with 16, Paul. In 5th with 18, Kelly. In 4th with 21, Brooke. Pam ended up moving back up with that right answer. So she tied with Kathy for 2nd place with 25. And with 33 points, Hans takes it and will be moving on to the tournament on Saturday. Nice job, Hans. Thank you all very much for having me. It was a pleasure. I hope everybody stays safe, and I hope this gave you a little something to do and y'all enjoyed yourselves. So thanks a lot for having me, and take care. Maybe I'll see you around.
Guys, Hans, I'll send you a link for Saturday night at 7. Keep it open. Bye, guys. Stay safe.